What's up, guys? So there's been a massive increase in the silver price on the auction house. So we touched upon this a few weeks back, saying invest into copper and silver, and finally the insane silver spike has happened. We are looking here, and there is a small amount of silver on the auction house here at 20. But this is a trick. These guys secretly put one up there, and you see that one will instantly sell. That one silver is gone. The else is 1 gold and 65. You check the sales history and it doesn't look like anything has sold that high. Today's highest silver price is 1 gold each. But look at that chart, look at that graph. The silver prices are skyrocketing, and it is one of the best times ever to be a miner, because not only are silver prices at an all-time high right now, and they are steadily rising as well, but copper is also increasing as well. Archeage ore is also increasing as well, and gold ore is also increasing as well. Of course, same thing with the silver ingots. These guys are also increasing in value. They haven't caught up yet to where silver ore is, so someone could come and buy these guys at a decent value. Because if silver is selling at say 50 or 60, it does cost 10 labor points to craft them into these ingots, and there is still a decent amount of them up here on the auction house at the 1 gold and 80 silver. You can see it's jumped all the way up as well. The highest is 3 gold and 75 silver today, and that's most likely not a misclick, guys. People are paying that high. The same day average for these silver guys is right around 140, and they are constantly increasing. So let's show you what else is going on with the copper. Copper hasn't seen as big of an increase, but it's still hovering up there. You got your one guy who's trying to lower the price here at 11, and the average price is right around 15 silver for copper now. That's up a pretty significant chunk from that 10 silver a couple days ago even. So you can see the same day averages hovering right around the 10 silver still, and a week ago it was the same day average around 5 and 6. So we've seen a very big spike here in the copper and silver. Same thing, the ingots is also going to be going up in value as well. Ingots tend to follow slower behind as people process them and just kind of don't even worry about the labor. They process them just to build up the proficiency of that craft. But it's a great time to be a miner right now. Gold also has seen a great value, and you can see whenever you see there's this one little thing, you always got to check the auction house, because if you try and list something, this guy, whoever it is trying to trick players into thinking that the real price of this item, of any item you can do, is gold, is 3 silver and 18 copper. When you try and list it here on the auction house, you're going to be seeing that as the lowest price. And looking here, the real lowest price is right around 28 silver for gold. So he's trying to mix people up, make them have mistakes. And what you can do is, you could do this yourself. This is not against the rules. You can put one item up there and play the auction house and kind of refresh the auction house and hope that someone actually mistakenly puts up items at this price. If they do, you're going to make a pretty big profit right there. You can also just go ahead and buy that guy's single item, and you can just sit around, and eventually he'll put up another one, because what they do is they sit on the auction house and do this like all day long, and try to snipe off some people that have mistakenly put them at that price, because you can see they're going to make about 6 times their money if they get anyone. And you might even find someone that's going to put like a stack of, say, like 100 gold at that 3 or 4 silver price just by air. That happens, guys. So there's not many gold on the auction house. The same day average is hovering right around 18 silver, and it's trending upwards, a dramatic trend. So before it was hovering right around the 10 to 13 silver same day average, and we're seeing a pretty big spike at today's same day average at 1872. And of course it looks like a little bit inflated. Someone did buy one for 124. Don't know if that was a mistake. That could have been a mistake, because I'm sure you don't want to buy gold for 124. But these guys are all very, very valuable. There's very small quantities on the auction house. And once again, also check the gold ingots. If gold prices are too high, you might be able to lucky out and buy a gold ingot a little bit cheaper than it would be to actually craft. Because once again, the ingots always kind of follow slowly behind the actual ores. So check both of those items, and then the last mineral or that is great is Archeage ore. So I haven't done the math yet here on the mining, but mining silver per labor ratio has to be really high now. You got a lot of these things. Almost all of these guys are Fortuna veins only. So you're going to be wanting those Fortuna veins non-stop. And then when you get that, you're going to be making a pretty good amount of money off of that. On the iron veins, you're not going to be making great money, but you're just hoping that you get that lucky proc into the Fortuna veins, and then you're going to be making a good chunk. So this one's 36 silver. There's also the special cave up in Aurora, the Ecolox cave, which you can go ahead and mine over there. That place would be a gold mine, literally, where you can pick and choose which ore that you want to mine. So that cave is actually up here. It's like right up here. You can't really miss it. There's this giant stone wall. You have to break down the stone wall. And when you hit that stone wall, you actually gather stone. So it costs a few labor points to hit the wall. You gather stone. And then once the wall has broken, there's a huge cavern in there with a lot of these rare materials to be harvested. You got to pick and choose if you want silver ore, gold ore, copper ore, etc. It's a great spot to actually gather your ores. So I will talk to you guys later. Mining is actually a really efficient proficiency right now, as these prices are just kind of astronomical, very high prices for mining ores. So go out there, mine, and make that money, guys.